So recently I have been searching for a phrase or something very simple that can immediately ground me into my desired reality and in my fulfillment. And I call that an anchor statement, and I give that to many of my clients who talk to me, because this statement can immediately bring you back into your desired fulfilled uh, reality, right? Throughout the day many things can happen and they can throw you off, so you can use that statement to bring you back into your desired reality. And what better anchor statement than to use the statement that Abdullah, the teacher of Neville Goddard, gave to Neville Goddard, which was, "You have gone to Barbados and you have gone first class." By the way, those who want to work with me one-on-one, the link is in the description, or you can join the membership channel where I do weekly live streams and answer all your questions every Saturday. Now, recently I was really thinking about what could be one statement that can take care of everything, right? So whenever I'm worrying about this desire or that desire, because we don't have one desire at one moment, right? We have multiple things, multiple goals, multiple chief aims, and multiple things that we want to manifest in our life. And so life can throw you off and you can feel out of whack, something can happen, and it is not easy to imagine and affirm all the time. Actually, I advise against it, to not brute force it, because then that can get into desperation mode, and desperation is not the state from where you can get into fulfillment. Is the opposite of fulfillment, or the opposite of your I am awareness. So let's say you are imagining to manifest financial abundance. Well, throughout the day something happens and a bill comes, or the job opportunities that you want, somebody else gets it, or something like that, right? Or the business is not converting enough clients, or not enough business is coming. What do? You just use a simple statement: I have gone to Barbados and I have gone first class. Now, this is it's not, we are not talking about Barbados, and for those who are new to my channel, I do not know the story of Barbados. The story is, I will briefly explain it, not to prolong the video. Neville Goddard was broke and young and in New York in Great Depression. He had no money and he had a strong desire to go back to Barbados where his family lived. But he had nothing, right? Empty pockets completely. Great Depression was pretty bad. If you do not know, it was really bad. And he was a dancer. Who's gonna hire a dancer when they don't have money to eat? So Neville Goddard studied Kabbalah, law of assumption, and Bible, the psychological meaning of Bible, from Abdullah, his teacher. He was an Ethiopian rabbi and a very intelligent, very spiritual man. And so Neville Goddard told Abdullah that, I want to go to Barbados. Abdullah told him the method, right? Imagine that you have gone to Barbados already. And Neville Goddard was skeptical like all of us, but he believed in Abdullah and his spiritual teaching, so he started doing it. Every night before sleep he would imagine being in Barbados, and during the day he would superimpose the tropical, environment of Barbados while he walked in New York. Basically, he was living in the end nicely. But then he was just like everybody like us. He immediately said, but where is it? A month has gone by, nothing has happened. He said that to Abdullah, and Abdullah said, you have gone to Barbados and you have gone for a big bug. You have gone to Barbados and you have gone first class. And so what I'm trying to say here is, and then of course his fulfillment happened. His brother all of a sudden had a epiphany or something, and he sent him the money and everything and booked his ticket and like that. And he went to Barbados. So that's not the point. The story is not the point of this video. The point is this: We're not talking about Barbados when we say I've gone to Barbados and I have gone first class. We are trying to catch that state of being, of fulfillment. That is, I have paid the bills, I have got the job, my business is booming and is booming first class, right? I'm blissfully married, I'm already married and my marriage is first class. Sort of the gist of first class. Why first class? First class is important to condition it by, when you say first class, it means it has fulfilled perfectly. And you have conditioned it that it will not come upon like a third class means or some means that may look tragic or not very satisfying. First class means, because in the story of Neville Goddard going to Barbados, when the ticket came and everything, he went to the company, the ship company, and talked to them, and they said there are no first class seats available for you. We only have third class for now, and later somebody will get off in the middle of the journey, and then you can go back to first class. You can exchange with them and be in first class. And Neville Goddard happily came to Abdullah and said, I'm going to Barbados, but I'm going third class. That is when the famous words of Abdullah came. He shut the door on Neville Goddard by saying that you have gone to Barbados and you have gone first class. So the first class idea is to not settle and not expect less than, right? And not to negotiate with reality. Now back to the point of what I'm trying to make in this video. You want to be married, you want to be in a happy relationship, you want good health, and you want money. The three main parts of anybody's life, right? You could combine all of that and say during the day that I have gone to Barbados and I have gone first class. Now when you say these words, you are not talking about Barbados, you are catching the mood and the relief of knowing that it is already done. I have the money, I have the health, and I have the love, right? So when you say that, the implication is that everything that you want, the Barbados is all your desires, right? And you have gone to Barbados and you have gone first class. So I've been recently doing this for everything that I want, or the definite chief's aims that I have, and it immediately puts me into fulfillment. I feel relief immediately, because if something that you really wanted that you have already done or you have it, what is the main feeling? Of course, there can be all sorts of emotions, but the main feeling behind it is of relief, right? So you feel relieved immediately by saying that you have gone to Barbados and you have gone first class, and you then start to enjoy your life. You don't have to affirm for all of these different desires all the time. You don't have to imagine everything all the time, but have this intention at the back of your mind. What does this statement mean to you, right? So, but the Barbados represents your desired reality, and when you say you have gone to Barbados and you have gone first class, you are claiming that it is done. And use this anchor statement, and you will feel wonderful in the now moment as well, and the fulfillment will come quickly as well. The vegetation is way too thick here. I think I've come to a wrong part of the path, but I'm gonna keep on going. So what I'm trying to say is this: what you really seek in every now moment and all the processes that you're trying to do, what you are seeking from them and what you are seeking from your desire is this feeling of contentment, fulfillment, and relief. And using the term that I have gone to Barbados and I have gone first class immediately puts you in there. And the more you do it, the more it triggers and seeps into your subconscious mind, and all of a sudden Barbados becomes this symbol of fulfillment in your mind. And I have noticed that using this statement rather than direct statements for some desires that really trigger you, right? if you say I am blissfully married to this specific person, and taking their name and focusing on them can sometimes really feel heavy for some people. But if you just say I have gone to Barbados and I have gone first class, while holding the intention, what is your Barbados? You will not feel the resistance. You will kill the resistance, all the while triggering to your subconscious mind or your higher self what you actually mean by it. And so this is a wonderful technique that I have thought about, and it's not really a technique, but try it and see what happens. So this is it for this video. Until next time, bye bye.